This one is really exotic and has a ton of flavor to it. They're my Za'atar Burgers. And if you don't know what that is, it's an Israeli and Middle Eastern spice blend. Really earthy and I think kind of sexy. And it's a combination of dried spice and sesame seed and fresh herbs. I like to make this particular patty out of ground lamb, one of my favorites and my husband's favorites, but equally delicious with ground beef or ground chicken or ground turkey. So start with 2 pounds of your ground protein of choice. And then for the green portion of all of the herbs and spices and flavors that are going into the patty itself, I'm going to take a combination of dill, mint, parsley, scallions, and chili pepper. So I'm dropping that all into my food processor, a fat handful of each and a couple of scallions, the whites and the greens of the scallions. And then we're just going to pulse process this to finely chop. And all of these green, lovely herbs and scallions and chili, they'll keep our burgers nice and moist. And that's especially important for people who like to cook their burgers medium to medium well. Then 2 teaspoons each of dried thyme, about 1/3 of a palmful. The most important ingredient, right in your regular grocery store, you can find this with your dried herbs and spices. This is ground sumac, very earthy and very important to proper za'atar, in my opinion. Cumin, ground cumin, nice and earthy and very kind of smoky, but not hot, just sexy. Little coriander, cumin's best buddy. They go everywhere together. Hello. He's nice and bright. Smoked sweet paprika, or pimenton, it's also called. Those are all 2 teaspoons each. And then 1 round tablespoon, or a palmful, of toasted sesame seed. I would eat this straight up raw. You wouldn't like watching it, but I would. And then you season with salt and pepper from above so you get equal distribution. Kosher salt makes the best crust on ground meats, I find. And black pepper, of course. Now we're going to get all of that mixed together pretty thoroughly so you get an even distribution of all of those fresh herbs, scallion, chili, and all of those wonderful, fragrant, dried spices and sesame. Now, when you're forming patties of any kind, even a straight up, just plain old burger, start with an even mound of the ground meat of choice, right? Whatever your protein is. And then score that so that you're picking up equal amounts for each patty. The next thing to know about patties is to always form your patties thinner at the center and thicker at the edges. That's for even cooking. We've got our spicy and herbaceous, beautiful Za'atar burgers cooking up in our hot cast iron skillet. Now we're gonna make our special sauce. Today we're gonna make a yogurt-based sauce to go on our patties. And I'm gonna start with about a cup for 4 to 6 patties of good Greek yogurt. Then I'm gonna add just a hint, about a 1/2 teaspoon or so of ground cumin. And then we're going to add a little salt, of course, pinch of pepper, and then all of my favorite flavors. A little garlic, and then the zest and juice of a lemon, and lots of fresh dill. So when it comes to citrus, I spend the extra money and I always buy organic because I always use the zest. The reason we add the zest and the juice is that the essential oils in citrus live in that color on the outside of the skin. When you're zesting, don't take the white part or the pith that's bitter, just take the color off. Squeeze your lemon, cut side up so the seeds stay with the lemon and don't fall down into your sauce. And then lots and lots of fresh dill. Yum. On the bottom, we're going to put some gem romaine, or your favorite lettuce of choice. That'll keep the bun nice and crispy on the bottom. I like a thin slice of red onion or Vidalia onion when in season. A thick slice of tomato. I always season my tomato with a little salt and pepper. Then your patty of choice. They're so big and beautiful, they barely fit on the bun. And then our perfectly toasted buttery brioche buns get slathered with that garlicky yogurt sauce. I know. I put a pile of pickles along the side. They're as crunchy as potato chips and a little more figure friendly when you gotta fit into your jeans the next day.